This board has a top speed of 28 miles per hour, weighs only 17.6 pounds, has a hands-free push start feature, easy pickup and go handle, 3 bash guards pre-installed, 4 speed modes that includes turbo, and an ESC that samples inputs from the remote at 1000 times per second. There are so much new technologies put into this board, it's hard to believe it costs only so little. Here is my review for the 2023 all-new Meepo V5ER. A word from our sponsor today, which is myself. I'm raffling out my review sample boards. This is round 1, and what I'm raffling out is one of my electric skateboards with a hot swappable battery system. All you have to do is to be a subscriber and comment on the video to win. I am a small channel, so your chance to win is huge. Rules are explained in detail at the end of the video. Now back to the review. The first thing I noticed was just how high quality this board feels in the hand. This is not something I expect from an entry-level skateboard. The paint finish is smooth and detailed, the ESC and battery housing are well designed and give the underside of the board an extra premium look. Even the newly updated hub motor covers give the V5 a more aggressive look. The cables are well managed and you even get really cool metal heat dissipation fins towards the back of the board on the ESC housing. Overall, the general feel of the board just screams premium. There's nowhere on this board that stands out as being cheap or cost saving to me. So excellent job here, Meepo. This board uses a special kind of double barrel bushing that's 4mm taller than the standard barrel bushing. A standard barrel bushing is roughly 15mm tall, and this one installed on the V5 is 19mm. This new taller shape excels at maintaining stability at higher speeds while retaining most of the rebound energy for turning and carving at lower speeds. I almost always tell every new board owner to spend additional money on new sets of bushings. But nope, these bushings feel great. Just tighten them a bit and they become super stable at high speeds, and loosen them up slightly, they instantly become super responsive and carvy. With this new bushing setup, you can transition from a super responsive carver board to a stable speed platform with a quick adjustment on the bushing's tightness. In fact, I love these bushings so much, I'm actually going to get some of these 19mm tall bushings for my other boards as well. This is something that doesn't get a lot of attention, but this board is super lightweight and easy to carry. As compared to some competitors such as Uditor's W3, their comparable entry board weighs in at 36 pounds. That's 2 times heavier than the Meepo's V5, coming in at only 17.6 pounds. This is so extremely important if you need to carry this board around with you after arriving at your destination. The Meepo V5 is my first board with a handle design. While I think it looks goofy at first glance, I quickly started to appreciate it, especially in the one-hand carrying department. Most of the boards I have are either too heavy to be carried with one hand or not well balanced enough to be carried horizontally. I would usually just have to carry them by the trucks, but because of how long these boards usually are, I always have to engage my biceps while carrying these boards, and that's not sustainable for long distances. At only 17.6 pounds, this board makes an amazing easy to carry one-handed PEV that makes your commute just much more convenient. It's normal for e-skate companies to oversell their speed a bit by using lightweight riders, but I clocked myself going 27 miles per hour on this board. It took a while to get up to that speed, but it's super close to the advertised speed, and I'm going to say that this is accurate, especially when I'm a bit on the heavier side at 198 pounds. The acceleration is acceptable for a beginner board. It's powered by 2 500-watt hub motors. They are extremely quiet but powerful. They can hit higher speeds, but you just need to be patient with them. The remote has 4 speed modes. I think they're all great for beginners, but I think the remote can use a little improvement to add a little screen to display telemetry such as speed and odometer. For range, I got 14 miles out of the advertised 20 miles for the extended range version of this board. I think that's to be expected as it's winter here where I am and it's near freezing, so batteries don't perform as well. Also, I'm a heavy dude at 190 pounds, excluding gears, so I think in normal weather, or if you're a lighter person, you can expect a much better increased higher range than what I got. The ER edition uses 21700 cells and the standard edition uses 18650 cells. I think it's worth the money to upgrade to the higher range for sure. The ESC is able to read input from the motors at 1000 times a second, making this board a precise instrument of speed and aerodynamics. I'm just kidding. It makes this board super responsive in terms of input from the remote, which translates to quick and smooth acceleration and braking. The ESC also has metal fins built into it so that it can dissipate heat effectively and keep the internal components cool. The braking is quite strong for a beginner board. I don't think you have issues of not stopping in time. It's not the smoothest brake, as I found it to be a little too responsive at higher speeds, but with practice and time getting used to the board, I think everyone will be able to get used to it. The deck is flat and 11.1 inches wide, making it incredibly comfortable for travel for an extended period of time. Even though the deck is flat, it's still incredibly responsive to turns and carvings. The board is composed of 8 layers of maple wood, making it flexible enough to absorb most of the road vibrations, but still rigid enough to keep the rider stable during high-speed rides. I feel incredibly comfortable going at high speeds on this board. Meepo definitely nailed the deck performance here. I'm beginning to appreciate how amazing it is to have push to start on boards. No longer do you have to bend down, flip the board over, and hold the button for 3 seconds. Just turn on your remote, kick the board, and go. So yes, this is what I'm talking about, including really useful accessories installed for free on these boards. These guards are super useful, not just for protecting your board from running into a wall, but it can enable you to hold or place the skateboard in ways that you previously would damage or scuff the board. I wouldn't hold or position my board vertically without having a bash guard on. Other brands charge $20 plus shipping for them, and this just shows how much Meepo is researching and thinking about their customers and their daily usage of the board, and adding things that are really useful for their customers. The Meepo V5 is a feature-packed, high-value skateboard that can turn from a commuting tool instantly into a fun performance high-speed cruiser. To anyone looking for an entry-level electric skateboard, the Meepo V5 should be on top of your list. To qualify for the raffle, you need to be a subscriber and make a comment on this video. I will use unique user comments as entries. That means if you make multiple comments, it will not count. I will only be able to ship within the United States, and I will not cover the shipping. However, Facebook Marketplace allows me to generate shipping labels for dirt cheap, around $45, and I will contact the winner on the details around shipping. I think it's a fair price to pay for an almost new electric skateboard. Oh yeah, the most important thing, the skateboard that I'm raffling out is the Uditor W3 with a 328 watt-hour battery. So have fun, good luck, thank you all, and thank you. Please remember to like and subscribe as the AI overlords at YouTube demands it. Thank you so much, and have a good day.